This orientation program, which is an annual event, is organized for about 500 newly admitted UTME and direct entry students of Bachelor of Science program in Anatomy, BSc Physiology, Bachelor of Medical Laboratory Science, Bachelor of Nursing Science, Bachelor of Radiography, and Bachelor of Medicine, and Bachelor of Surgery MBBS degree programs. The orientation is aimed at complementing the General University Orientation Program, which the students have already had. At this program, we'll be providing the students with information on available services in the college, the rules, guides, as well as open strategies that will make your study effective and efficient, and that will enable you acquire knowledge, skills, and habits that will help you succeed in your chosen profession and be globally competitive. To achieve this, we have carefully chosen speakers who are going to speak to the students this morning, including the guest speaker, who is an accomplished cardiothoracic surgeon and a health administrator by excellence. The committee wishes to thank the Provost of the College of Medicine for the opportunity to serve in the orientation committee and for giving us a nurturing environment to work. To the members of the committee, I say thank you. We couldn't have pulled through without your individual and collective support, cooperation, and sacrifices. Once again, on behalf of the College Orientation Committee, I welcome you all to the 2024-2025 College Orientation Program for the newly admitted students of the college. Ramadan Mubarak to my Muslim brothers and sisters. Thank you all and God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that wonderful remark. So may I humbly call on the Provost of the College of Medicine, Professor Ali.
Students, great College of Medicine students, great Nigerian students. I want to sleep. If I sleep, how can I talk? So, first and foremost, I must extend, at the end of your various, most of the 5 to 6 years, or 4 years as the case may be, you are going to be given a certificate during convocation. The first thing that will be told to you is that you have been found worthy in character before learning. So, and the only way we can mold this character is from the word go to continuously questioning both you and us. Because there are rules that govern our being here. But most importantly, we are all here because of you students. If you are not here, none of us will be here. And since we are going to be here, not only as your teachers, but as your parents, we need not to get tired from telling you the things that you are supposed to know, the things that you are not supposed to do, and to continuously mold your character. Because all of us here are going to work in the health sector, and we all know that there's no spare life. Since there's no shop to bear to buy any spare life, that means you must be properly trained. And if you're going to be properly trained, we need to continuously be awake for your own sake, for the sake of humanity, for the sake of our future patients. Again, like I mentioned yesterday, where all of us have been called to have matriculation, orientation for those in the College of Medicine. If you look at us in this table, we are from various disciplines of the health.
Here seated, HODs, colleagues, SRC representatives, leadership, distinguished new students of the College of Medicine, ladies and gentlemen, On behalf of the Vice-Chancellor, the management, and the entire university community, it is my singular honor to welcome you all to this very important gathering. I welcome our students to the Federal University of Lafia, and particularly the College of Medicine. As the Provost reiterated in his speech, he did mention that you are indeed the lucky few chosen. And so you are welcome to the College of Medicine. I would like to remind us that the sole purpose for which we are gathered here this morning is to provide our students with the guidelines, laws, and regulations that would guide your conduct in this university. Although we've had the central orientation, this particular one is college-centric. It's just for you people to further stress the importance of the need for you to conduct yourselves, especially for the simple reason that your course, any course that you're going to be going through in the next 4 or 5 years, all things being equal, is that it's going to be a very demanding one. Your programs are loaded, unlike other programs. I do not intend to demean any program, but I must say that the College of Medicine is a place where commitment and dedication to study is required at the highest level. And the reason being that when you are done here, you will be entrusted with lives in your hands. And how well trained you are here will determine to a large extent how you are able to save the life that is in your hands. Therefore, you are enjoined to abide by the rules and ensure that you commit yourselves to your studies. When I was coming here, the Vice-Chancellor said I should tell you that your program, your profession is not like the others, and that you have to be what? Very committed. Let me seize this opportunity to tell you how important you are, not from today, but from back down there. When I was in the university, we used to admire you when you wear your lab coats. And when we go to read in the library, we would have occupied all the seats. Except these white pigeons, they don't want us to rest. They have occupied everywhere. And some of us, out of envy, and they could not help the complex, we had to buy lab coats to look like medical students. Now, this is how important your program is in the eyes of the society and other students. So you cannot let that go by not doing your very best. Okay? So, on this note, on behalf of the Vice-Chancellor and the management of the university, I declare this orientation open. And presentations. Thank you.
Without wasting much time, any time at all, I'd like to quickly call on the guest lecturer for today, Dr. Yahaya Baba Adamu, for his presentation.
What can I talk about in 2 days, 3 days? I decided, well, it's like coming to meet your children. Do you have to plan what you have to say? I think the answer is no. I decided also to give this talk at least a name and what did I call it? Like a journey of life through medical training in the university and beyond. A journey of life. You will discover that this is a journey you may never forget, even when you leave this place. For some of us, nostalgically, I look back 39 years ago, I was probably sitting at your level. When you enter the university, just like you are right now, I'm sure some of you don't know what you are called. Do you know what you are called? I'm sure now somebody has had a guess. You know, they'll never call you that in your presence, but that's what all of them will be calling you, your seniors. Jambites. I'm sure you've heard about that. They will call you jambites. And must you allow yourself to put into the frame they want you to be, or you want to carve your own frame? Because as you come in as jambites, we have hunters who come hunting for the beautiful jambites that have arrived. Their job is to hunt year in, year out for the jambites. And if you're unlucky, you get...
My result to do is the kind of a question that I want to throw to each and every one of you. Are you with me? And the question goes thus. I'm putting it to you this afternoon to ask whether you are on this campus, I mean Federal University of Lafia campus, are you here as a pilgrim or you are here as a tourist? Are you with me? We all know what we mean by a pilgrim, and we all know what we mean by a tourist. Whether you are a Muslim or you are a Christian, when you visit places like an holy land like Mecca, it is believed that you are there to renew the ritual link between you and your God, isn't it? Likewise, when you visit Jerusalem as a Christian. And as a tourist, when you visit any place, maybe you decide to go to Dubai, you are only after the beauty of that particular city, isn't it? Whenever you see a tall building or maybe a mansion, you would like to have a pose so that a photographer will snap you. But at the end of it all, you are not expecting anything. As a result of that, I'm now asking you this afternoon, are you here on pilgrimage or you are here on tourism? So if I should find myself in your shoe, I would rather decide to be on this campus on pilgrimage. And if you are here on pilgrimage, definitely it is certain that at the end of your career, you are going to come out with flying colors. And the only way you can do that, which the medical librarian at the end of the day will put you through, will come and address you about, is to ensure you fall in love with the library. Once you leave your house, come to your classroom, the next place I think you should a kind of fall in love with is the library. Once you make judicious use of that, you can rest assured that success is definitely sure for you at the end of the program. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. These students can do better than that. All we'll be doing today is to grab and listen. In December, may I humbly call to the microphone the Honorable Commissioner, Nasarawa State Ministry of Health, ably represented by Dr. John Damina, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Health, for a brief remarks.
the Vice-Chancellor, ably represented by the Deputy Vice-Chancellor, the Prof of College of Medicine, the Chairman of the Education Committee, distinguished other guests invited to this great occasion, distinguished great medical students of the Federal University University of Lafia. My name is Dr. Damina Jonali, the Permanent Secretary, State Ministry of Health. I want to say I'm highly privileged and honored to be given permission by my boss, the Honorable Commissioner, to represent him in this great occasion where we notice and we know the leaders and the health leaders of tomorrow are already taking a marching order to take over from those who are existing now. So to us as a ministry, we know that this is a very important program. Why is this so? This is because we have an industry called healthcare industry, and the Ministry of Health in Nasarawa State is saddled with that responsibility of managing that big industry.
Please use your opportunity to do the right thing. Use the opportunity to do the right thing. Use your opportunity to do the right thing. I repeat it 3 times. Because if you misuse it, God forbid, let me just give you one advice from the experience. Just take 3 words: punctuality, honesty, and sincerity. Please, those 3 words be with you at any time. It will help you. What I'm saying so is that, especially let me just take to MBBS students, make sure you are up to date and be truthful at any time, especially during exams. Sometimes it's not about knowledge. We just want to examine your honesty, because that is one of the ingredients that will take you to the larger society. In oral exams, for example, you may have the radiography students, nursing, medical laboratory science, and others that are being to come on board soon. These disciplines or departments are housed or domiciled in the faculty, in this faculty. And the peculiarity here includes the mode of examination and others that are general to other faculties. So for the departments, just like the provost and the DVC said earlier in the speech, there will be a time when the individual departments will talk seriously on the major peculiarities. But for the faculties, it is also general at this point. And most of the things we will talk that affects the faculty.
Faculty of basic medical science, especially I said it's the pacemaker, and it has a lot of peculiarities. It affects your reading pattern. Most of the students are used to the sciences in their primary, secondary, as well as in their 100 level. But when you come to the 200 level, where you will be exposed, or some of you have been exposed to the basic medical side, you can see that the language changes, as mentioned by the speaker. Start seeing lateral, medial, anterior, posterior, all these, you start wondering where they're coming from. So we really need to learn these words for you to progress. And that is something I want to mention. I want to borrow the word of Socrates, which says, know thyself. Know yourself. Know what works for you. What works for Mr. A may not work for Mr. B. If some of you are nocturnal, they can read over the night. Some cannot. Don't ever follow the footsteps of someone that can do that. I know it's going to be very difficult, but with try and error. Try this. If it works for you, you continue. Try another pattern. If it works, you continue. Then also, I want to particularly talk on the 200 level DE students, because I observe a lot of issues with DE students. When they come, first they need time.
For the MBBS students into clinical medicine. When you enter the MBBS program, you go through the Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences. And the Dean just spoke about it. When you pass your first professional MBBS exam, you enter the clinical phase. And the first faculty you enter is the Faculty of Basic Clinical Sciences. So when you finish your first professional exam, don't think it's all over. The training is just starting. You need to still be focused, be patient, be organized, and plan. Because medicine, the MBBS program, is not a joke. When your classmates in secondary school are passing out from their programs, you are just in the middle. You still have years to go. You have the 4th year, the 5th year, and the 6th year before you graduate as doctors.
Must is the operating word. Now, marijuana appears to be soft, but it is the only substance of abuse that gives a syndrome we call a motivational syndrome. We are talking now to motivate you. So what marijuana does is to make you demotivated. And so the way it does that is that it slows down time. So the person who is hooked on marijuana always has time. You see the way they talk slowly as if they have all the time. They give them an assignment in class, they will say, I have time, I'll do it tomorrow. It's something funny now until it hits you that you are going to repeat or you are going to be withdrawn. That time you start crying and begging God and saying all manner of things. But it's usually too late because you cannot even stop using it at that time, even if your life depended on it. I've had the privilege of repeating. I've had the privilege of going through medical school when it was back, ABU, 1993 to 1997. That was just 2 years for us. From 1993 to 1997, we didn't move in school. And it was traumatic. Because some other people went to Sokoto, some others went to Jos, some went to Maiduguri, and they were telling me we are in 400 level. And me, I was in 200 level by no fault of mine. But at that time, I didn't handle it well. And so I just decided that to help with this medicine that I didn't want to read in the first place. And then I repeated. It was when I repeated and I thought of suicide. What they are saying is practical. But because as a Catholic, you know that if you die, you kill yourself, you go to hell. What I wanted to do was to just go in front of a moving truck, let it hit me. As small as my brain was, I thought I was believing God. As if God would not know that I killed myself. But I got through it. And I've learned lessons. I'm better placed because of those experiences to be a psychiatrist now that can tell people, see, tomorrow is always better. What are some of the reasons why people abuse substances? The number one reason why you would abuse substance as a medical student or a medical doctor, whatever, is the pressure. See, let nobody deceive you. The pressure is crazy. But they have said some things here. We don't have time. Let me just pick some of those things. Oh man, know thyself. That's the phrase I love. Oh man, know thyself. And then don't compete. Unfortunately, in medical school, you will be taught how to compete. You must unlearn that very bad behavior. You are not competing. If there's anything you are competing against, it's the system, it's the textbook, it's the exams, but not your colleagues, such that you will know something and you will be hoarding information as if you are a header. Do you understand? You are not competing with anybody. He talked about collaboration. If you don't know how to start discussions now, you are going to have a problem because the pressure will come. There are soft pathways to using substances. I mentioned energy drinks. That time it was a mixture. We didn't have energy drinks then, or it wasn't common. So it was a mixture of coffee and cola nut.